let's get started. Thank you everyone for joining our webinar, even though you are very busy before the start of the new year. And today, it is one of the special section that we have the webinar in English because we have received some feedback that the teachers, they are very interested in reading progress, but yeah, most of our webinar is in Chinese. So this time we are happy to have our teachers and me to share the reading progress to you. So for today, our topic, of course, is about how to use the reading progress to practice the third languages, because our reading progress is a tool that you can practice more than 100 languages. For today's, for the rundown, mostly we had three parts. The first part, it will be introduced by me about our product reading progress. And the second part, we will have the honor to invite our teachers from EDU JCPS, they Miss Chen and Miss Check, they will do the demonstration and share us about their real experience of how to use the reading progress in their teaching and learning. And the final part is just a quick go through about the Microsoft resources for all of you. So let me introduce about the reading progress to you. Okay, for reading progress, I would like to let you know that Microsoft actually, we have put the efforts in develop the product. We have already invited over 300 educators and the school leaders to develop the reading progress to ensure that it is helpful for the teachers and meets the needs of the teachers. So you can see there are some of the quite reputable scholars and the teachers to help us to develop the products and give us the feedback. Is very glad that we also receive a research-based design. So you can also have a look of our research for this product online. We are happy to share with all of you. For this product, maybe let me share to you that why we developed this product, because we have know that some of the teachers, they have the challenges in teaching reading. I think no matter is high school or no matter it's a high school or the primary school, they have the similar difficulties. For example, they are for the teachers, they are very busy and then they do not have enough time to provide the individualized attention to the students, and so that the student might not have enough opportunity to practice their read aloud or language learning. And also it's quite time consuming and tedious for the teachers to track the individual students' performance. As you know, it's a huge task if you want to track the performance of the students, I mean, for a long time. Yeah, so this is one of the concern for the teachers. And also we found that there's a misaligned expectation for, I mean, among the educators on what reading skills the students should have. So based on the challenges and the difficulties the educator has raised, especially, during the COVID, the teachers has, more challenges to have to tackle about how to nurture the students. So based on this background, we have developed reading progress. And for the next step, I will introduce briefly about what benefits that the reading progress can bring to the students and teachers. Just a minute. So for the first one, actually, our reading progress, you can imagine these two have a function that you can insert an assignment inside the reading progress so that the students can practice based on the article in the assignment. So the teachers can use the different articles, I would say, and then to personalize based on the student needs. For example, every student, they have their own reading level. So some of them might not able to read the one with most difficult words. So we allow the teachers to record the reading level in the assignment, and then the teachers can determine what kind of the materials to be used. Also, for the reading materials, we allowed the teachers to upload them from like OneDrive, Teams, or Class Notebook. Yeah. And if you found, I mean, the teacher found some materials maybe from the magazine or some standard book that they find is useful for the students, they can just insert the file in Word or PDF, and then for the student to practice. Also, for the student side, since in the practice, we allow the students to turn on their video recording so that the students can be aware that what are they trying to speak. So the self-awareness is also built up at the same time for them. No matter they want to use or in mobile phone or in the desktop, we allow them to, yeah, to use the way that find more convenient. And also, we have leveraged the use of AI because we know that it takes time to correct the recording, I mean, the speaking from the students' work. So we have the AI to correct the students' performance and indicate systematically. For example, you can see the different color of the era. We have already classified them into groups. The teachers will introduce further, yeah, in the next section, yeah. But as you know that we can do the AI review for the teachers. Also, the teachers can give a feedback to the students instantly in the same page of the works, and then the students can receive the instant feedback for the improvement. And after they have do the practice, some of them might have the difficulties in some of the words, yeah, of context. So we have the reading coach, which is one of the enhancement tasks that the student can practice again until they make the right pronunciation. So reading coach is also one of the functions that are insert in the reading progress. And we also want to provide a simple but useful report to the teachers so that the student can benefit from the reports to know that what is their performance and what do they need to to improve. So it is one of the report to the student, the teachers can customize. And last, we have the insights to the teachers and also the students because we found that the data from the reading progress is useful for the teachers to track their performance so that they can like adjust their the assignment or they try to talk with the student to understand the difficulties because they can have a insight from the dashboard. So this is also allowed to be viewed in Teams and for the reading progress functions. And for the next task, I would like to give the time to Miss Chen and Miss Check so that they will let you know how they use reading progress to teaching and learning in Mandarin. I think it is quite exciting sharing from them because most of the teachers they are trying to excite the students so that they have more initiative to learn a language. So yeah, let me pass the time to Miss Chen and Miss Check.
Thank you, Beatrice, and thank you for inviting us to join this workshop. And we are honored to share our teaching experience for not just learning Mandarin, but also perhaps for some teachers, they are very good language learners as well. They may be interested in learning other languages. So in this part, I would share some other passages in third language with you. So let me share the screen first. Okay. So today we have not just me, but also Ms. Chuck and our Vice Principal, Philip, is also here. And Ms. Chuck and me will be sharing with you how to use some powerful tools from Microsoft Word and also Microsoft Teams to facilitate students' learning of other languages. So since I'm an English teacher, so I'll be sharing in English, and Ms. Chuck may be sharing in English and also with some Mandarin to assist her sharing. So right now, we're going to show you how to use these three powerful tools from Microsoft, that is Immersive Reader, Reading Progress, and Reading Coach, to help you develop the reading fluency of your students. And you can also learn the third language using these three powerful tools. The first one helps learners to practice reading aloud, and for some functions in it, it can also help you understand the parts of speech of the words. And you can also develop learners' phonemic awareness through the functions in Immersive Reader. And Reading Progress is kind of like a tool that builds on the Immersive Reader. They share some similarities. And Reading Progress is a free tool provided by the Microsoft Teams. And the Reading Coach is also a tool that helps students to learn the words, learn how to read the words, and also gain some feedback from the computer and also the teacher. So let's take a look at the first one. So to do it, first of all, you need to log into your Microsoft account. So let me show you, okay, a demonstration. Okay, so after logging in, you should see the interface, and then you can just click on any articles that you would like your students to read. For example, dictation 1. Okay, so you can prepare some phrases or a passage, some short paragraphs for your students. And for some of your computers, you may not be able to find the button Immersive Reader. So what to do is to type in the search bar, Immersive Reader. Okay, and then you can find it. And there are some buttons underneath for you to adjust. For example, here, okay, you can adjust the female voice or the male voice. You can also adjust how fast it is read aloud by the computer. Okay, for example, let's have a normal speed or a relatively slower speed for some low ability learners or beginners of a language. So
Dictation 1. Part A, vocabulary or phrases. 1. Arrive early. 2. Bow politely. 3. Play music softly.
okay, so the male voice.
Softly. 4. Be considerate. 5. Respect others.
So you can hear the different sounds of the words and also how it's being pronounced by both male and female readers. And for the buttons on the top right-hand corner, it is also very user-friendly because you can adjust the fonts and also the size of the words for your readers and the background. Okay, so that it would be it would increase the readability. Okay, and for the next button here, okay, the reason why it can help you learn the parts of speech or grammar of the language is that it has a powerful function to identify the parts of speech of the word. For example, if you want to know whether the word is a noun, you can just click on the choice for the nouns, and then all the nouns would be colored in the option that you chose. For example, I want it to be purple, or it's not easy to read, so I want it to be blue to show the contrast of the words. You can adjust it here. And if you want to know which words are the verbs, then you can also select the button. And for other languages, it can be detected automatically if you use the online function of the word in OneDrive. So let's try another language. For example, I have a German file here, a file in German. So let's say if you are the beginner of German, so you learned these greetings, for example, how to greet people. Guten Tag, that means good day. Ich heiße, it is the introduction of your name. My name is, and then what's your name? How do you speak in English? I think, do you speak in English? I find it very useful. I hope you won't resort to this when you learn German, but that's a very useful phrase. So what are we going to do is to go to view again, and if you can't find the immersive reader here, you may type in the search bar again, and you can find this button. Okay, so you can just press on it. It should be able to automatically detect the English and the German by itself. So let's try.
German greetings for beginners. Erster guten Tag. Weiter ich heiße. Dritter wie heißt du? Vierter wie geht es dir?
Yep, so you can see the program is very intelligent. If you use the Microsoft Word on OneDrive in online function instead of the desktop, it can automatically detect the languages. So yeah, so this is how we use the immersive reader. And as for the students part, let me show you what we did. Okay, for students learning English in class, we can assign homework by clicking on the assignment button. Okay, so let's say if you want to assign the homework for students to read aloud, so you can click create and then enter the title of the assignment. Let's say reading aloud test. Okay, and then you enter some instructions. Okay, so for example, please listen to the recording and listen and read aloud with an appropriate pace. Okay. And then you may attach a rubric here. Okay, for language teachers, let's say I've created a rubric that is already made. For example, I would grade students according to their clarity, their intonation, their accuracy, their fluency, their intonation. So these are the criteria. You may also go into details by typing the rubrics in detail, like what is 4, okay, and what is level 3. And for the time being, I'll just click attach. Okay. And then the students is assigned to 5A, my class, but you can also assign to individual students or a group of students that you want. And you can set the due date, and the time that it ends for the assignment. And okay, so you can assign it to your students. Okay. So, and if you find that you want to adjust something, you can always go back and adjust. So if you are assigned to the students, it would be like this. Okay. So the students would be able to look at here. Okay, and then once they receive the assignment, they do the recording, and the teacher can easily identify some words that they mispronounced. Okay, for example, you can listen to the, sorry, the internet is lagging. Let's try another student. Oops. Turned in. How about this one? Okay, this student has done her recording, so you can listen to it. You can also see how many words she read per minute. That is reading fluency. And how many words she practiced before reading. And since the student got no mistakes, so it's 100% accuracy rate. And if you are doubtful about that, you can click here and listen.
Book 5A, Chapter 6, Traveling Around the World. A. Vocabulary. 1. Eat sushi at a fish market. 2. Take a ride in a hot air balloon.
Okay, so what if you found that, the computer mismarked or it's not so accurate? So you can click on the words and you can mark it by yourself manually. Okay, for example, this word is mispronounced, is not pronounced accurately, so you can mark it as mispronounced. Okay, and if you want to hear a specific word, for example, this word, you may click jump to the word.
Go skiing. 5.
And you can hear that
Go on the
the
rides.
audio jumps to this word, and you can listen to it again for marking accurately. So after marking, you can type some feedback here. Okay, for example, good job. And then click return, or you may grade it, put a mark here. Okay, and then return to the students. So the assignment will be returned to the students, and the student will be able to see the feedback from the teacher. So I guess the part for me ends here, and Ms. Chert will talk more about how to use reading progress and also reading coach in Chinese teaching. And so,
okay, thank you, Miss Chen. Let me show my PowerPoint to you. And I have to say that I'm not an English teacher. That's why my English may not be such fluent as Miss Chen and Beatrice. And the case I am going to show you in is how I teach using the reading progress to teach in Mandarin. So at the very beginning, I would like to show you why our presentation process is firstly, we introduce all of you the immersive reader and then show you how to use the reading process. It is because we would like to let the tools become our students' self-direct learning tools. They can the assignment in Teams have already insert the reading process have already have their own database created by Microsoft. However, as our teaching process, we may would like to add some materials which made by us, or the database is not fit for all languages. So we suggest the method to show you how we create an own assignment by the tools. So firstly, if you are teaching another language, maybe Japanese, maybe German, you could have an language option setting at the to be the preparation. So you may open and Word, and you see the options buttons here. And you could find the language button here, and you see because for the mostly I use Chinese and also English and daily. However, I have to prepare our presentation. I add an language Japanese here. Why I do need to do it before I use the reading progress? Maybe you would like to learn or teach an third language. For example, I don't know Japanese. I would like to have an tools to help me to check whether the grammar is correct, or and to show the passage here. So you may choose add a language, and here is the language. Microsoft have already have the database about how the language, and can check the grammatical mistake, like daily we input English. You find that maybe some grammatical mistake, it could help to check. So at the very beginning, you may do this to set up, and once you choose the button, it will switch off your all Microsoft device, and then when you open it again, you will see the language already show here. And before you doing the to create an assignment with the reading process, you need to have already prepared document just like this. And maybe I would like to in Mandarin this word called 你好, and then I would like to translate. Maybe I would like to learn Japanese. I could review and then translate the language. I choose have select here. Oh, last time it do have the record, or it will automatically detect what language you type in here. If not correct, you may choose here. And then the language you would like to translate to. For example, this time I would like to learn how to pronounce this word, and you may choose insert. If you would like to practice Japanese, the document must be only in Japanese. Otherwise, the marking for the AI will count, or when you have not read this word out, or it's a mistake. So if you would like to prepare a document is for that language learning, must be only in that language. No other missing, no other extra work. Maybe just like the example Miss Chen showed you. The student, once your document have one here, the students must read the one. Otherwise, it will affect the data analysis. So here is some tricky points that we have to be alert before we prepare the assignment for reading process, or set the languages, and then proofread the document you prepare to your students is only the word that you would like would like them to read. No others word adding, and it is the preparation have to do. And then once you have already prepared this document, you can go to the Teams, and just like what Miss Connie showed you, go to the assignment and then create it. For example, this one is my students. I haven't teach them before when they have the article. In teacher phase, it will count what the student have do they have turned in their assignment. And then here is an example here. Here is some difficulty. Well, maybe it's not just the database may not have so much data insert like English. Maybe English it can automatically default to know what kind of word is there, is a noun, is a verb. However, in Chinese or another language may not be such powerful. So we do need to maybe for my Mandarin teaching, I use these tools as a pronunciation practice. And here is the example. You can see, maybe you can have a listen to the student work. I have to share the screen again, include the computer sound.
造诣、率直、翻译、细腻、豁达、毅然、放诚、潇洒、脍炙人口、络绎不绝。鲁迅的作品对黑暗的社会制度做出猛烈抨击，他以尖锐的笔触揭示了国民的麻木、守旧和懦弱。他的作品深受欢迎，在社会上引起极大回响，为中国新文化运动奠定了坚实的基础。
Oh, you may see that the students is actually as a Mandarin teacher, I think her Putonghua is speak so good. Most of the word is correct. However, you can see the database here. It show maybe some of those are mispronunciation, or here is a missing word. And you could see here something we need to be cared is that here we can, when you create the assignment, you may choose the pronunciation sense how sensitive it is, and also maybe in this task, in this assignment, I have chosen hide, so the AI will be marking the pronunciation so in a high requirement. So here is a point that we have to be aware. And also the statistics, and here's some statistics show here. You can see how many words is correct in per minute, and also the accuracy weight. And you see here that it will suggest which 5 words should be practiced more. The AI can also, you may see here, to have a preview or to know how to use the AI function in the reading progress. It will show it automatically already mark the student performance, and you can play the video again to check whether the marking is correct. Just like this students, the marking show that she is insert. But actually, when you listen to the video, it is she is correct or no word added, or you may remark the performance. And then here you could see it's a button here to see the process of her performance over time. It will have the data to compare with the class, how the class performance and the students' own performance. It takes times to open. Already have it in the PowerPoint. So for the students' work, when you click the see process of the students' performance, you will see the all data analysis here, and how she performs, and which is the challenging words, and you can create when you see the data, you may create a challenging assignment by automatically put this word into another reading process. And also how's her accuracy weight the partial which kind of mistake is she made mostly. And you may show the report and show the stat to the students and let them know what's the mostly mistake for her. And here is this the part I told you will have the data, how the students' performance and the comparison between her and the other students in class. So you may know that the video I showed you, this students is practice, her performance is better than most of the students. So here is an example how I use the immersive the reading process in my Mandarin teaching, and I have practiced to prepare the this presentation. I have opened an assignment for another language to show you that just like Miss Connie show you the German, and I have to use this one to practice Japanese. As the setting is the same, but the word is in Japanese is already can use to insert in the reading process. It will detect the language automatically. You don't need to choose what language you are insert in the just like this one. Or step 1, you create an assignment. Step 2, when you open it, the assignment page, you attach a reading process. And then import the word that you prepared. And you will see the document opened here. And on the right-hand corner, we show the language detection. What language is it? You do not need to choose it. You may have a look whether the language detected is correct. And also you may have the reading level setting, or maybe this kind of article, this kind of word is simple, easy, and you choose one. And here you may also choose whether the student have a time limit to read the word aloud. And this one is what I told you about the pronunciation sensitively. How sensitive is it? This one, when I practice Japanese, I chose default as more. And last time, why the students speak read quite good, but the score not as good as well. So it is because the level I choose is much higher than this one. And you may also use the reading coach. Reading coach is that you when you see the result, it will show which word need to be practiced. And also here you may choose whether the student need to add a video. For Miss Connie practice, she asked student to record the sound, but for my assignment, I request for I require videos so you can see the student's face and how she read it. So that's all for my presentation about the reading progress. Let's pass the time to Beatrice.
Thank you. Thank you for the share. Thank you for the sharing from Miss Chen and Miss Check about the reading progress. I think it's, I mean, every one of you should be able to get the insight from their sharing, and they have been using the other functions or features from Microsoft. So, in case you have any inquiry, yeah, I will give you some time to raise your questions. And for the final part, I will just have a go through about the resources that Microsoft has provided to the teachers. Just wait a minute. Yeah. For Microsoft, actually, we have provided resources, not only like webinar, we have also have a lot of it online. Like this one, we have the Learn Educator Center. This is especially designed for the teachers. So you may search online for the website and then to find out the resources that you can enjoy and use for your teaching and your self-study. Also, we have some educator community and professional development resources. We understand that the teachers want to have a path to develop about their skills, and also Microsoft have a set of product like M365 to let the teachers and also the students to develop their work from this. So we have the resources for the educator, like we have the path like Microsoft Educator. In case you want to, you want to use more Microsoft product and you have such experience, you can join our program to let us know that you are also one of the educator that you find our resources is good for you and for your teaching. Some of the teachers like Miss Chen and Miss Check, they are very experienced educator for using Microsoft products. So for the people like that, they can apply for the Microsoft Innovator Educator Expert. We name it as a MIEE. This is also the resources that we have been published online. So if you are interested, I'm welcome to have for you to have a visit to our website. Also, actually, for me, I'm responsible for mostly for the trainings and some of the resources sharing and the community build up. So there are some channels for you guys to reach out to us. Firstly, we have the WhatsApp channel. If you are interested to receive some of the news like we have some product news or some of the event news to be published in the channel, you can scan the QR code and then join our channel. And then secondly, recently we have actively to update our YouTube channel. We try to upload, for example, our event or webinar videos to our channel so that you can receive the updated digital resources from our YouTube channel. So stay tuned for our new creation for 2023. Yeah, I will have more works to show you in this channel. And thirdly, actually, it is one of the resources center for having our event videos or webinar videos. Yeah, just in case you want to have a look or a review of our previous videos, you can, yeah, uh, access this website for your convenience. And then lastly, we have an inquiry form, like the this is a form that you can fill us if you, for example, you want to know about the event details or our portal details like surveys for the promotion to schools, everything related to us. You can, to fill in the inquiry form, then our education specialist or me, I will help you and reply to you to follow up about your inquiry. Yeah, it is our YouTube channel, and welcome for your subscription to and stay tuned of our updates. And lastly, may I ask you for help, especially for the audience that this is because it is the first English speaking section which hosted by me. So I really want to have more feedback from you to know that what can we improve so that we can have arranged in a better way next time. And then we hope that our community not only include our local school, but I think the international school and also for the high school and also the university is belong to the large community. And if we have more feedback from you, I think I can arrange more. More interesting workshops or something that you want from us, and then to create a bigger community. So for the last 1 minute, I think yeah, you may have a scanning of the QR code, but at the same time, maybe yeah, I open the Teams for you guys to say to check if anyone want to raise the questions. Let me get back to the Teams first. May I know if any one of you want to raise any questions to our speakers today? Yeah, or you can type your questions in the chat if any. Never mind. If any of you have the questions, yeah, you can text us, I mean, through the WhatsApp or our inquiry form. And then, yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jan Hoi Tong teacher, Emily. And she thanks a lot for, yeah. Thank you very much, Emily. Thank you. Yeah, let me show you the feedback form again. Oh, Irene has some questions. Let me have a look. Is the QR code you mentioned sharing on the screen? Yeah, it is this one. Are you able to scan it? This is the collection form, or you want to have the WhatsApp QR code? Yeah, maybe I share both of them. Oh, that's great. Emily has given a feedback. I think it's very great for us to, to increase our interaction next time. She said that, yeah, next time we can add a temporary classroom so that we can try the effects. Yeah, I think it's a very good idea because it's the first time I have the English speaking session. So I'm unsure, yeah, if you find, the longer hours would be too long for you guys. If it is one of the suggestion, I think, yeah, I will take it. And then next time I will have the section for you guys to have a breakout room and then to try the effect. Thank you, Emily. Okay. Thanks so much. Okay, I think, yeah, it comes to the end of our section. Thank you again for Ms. Chen and Ms. Check's effort to have the section. It's very fruitful. Thank you everyone. Thank you for the participation. See you next time. Bye bye.